Welcome back, everybody. So my most understable disc in my bag is a Crave, and I love the Crave. Put it on a hyzer, flip up to flat, keep going. It may turn a little bit depending on how hard I really rip on it. More than likely it's going to turn a little, but it's going to stay pretty straight. If I release it flat, it's going to flip up. It's going to just keep turning, hold that turn. But I want something a little bit more flippy, something a little bit more understable. And so I've got these discs we're gonna try out, and I'm on the quest to find Axiom's best, most understable disc. I have the Insanity. I don't think this is what I'm gonna be looking for, mainly because I think it's gonna be slightly too stable. To me, an Insanity is like a faster Crave, kinda. So I don't think this is gonna be quite it, but I have it anyways. Another 9-speed is the Virus. This one is a 9.5 negative 3.51, so this should be pretty flippy. Have a Rhythm. This is a 7.5 negative 2.1. I have a brand new Trance. This thing is sweet. It looks super cool. I'm hoping this one flies really good, because if it does, I'm gonna bag it. It's super cool looking. And the last one is a Vanish. It's an 11-speed. It's a little fast. It's a driver. The rest of these are Fairways. This is the only driver I have, and it's a negative 3.2. So we'll get started with the slowest disc, which is the Rhythm. Put it out here on hyzer. And that basket's probably, I don't know, 380 to 400 out there. Probably 380, but put this on hyzer, see how it does. And we're gonna go from there. That was like, put that on quite a bit of hyzer, but that flipped up and just stayed straight forever. Okay. I guess I'll throw the Insanity, but it's probably gonna be too stable. I already know, I'm just gonna throw it anyway. Yep. Oh, I knew it. It's too stable. It's out. Which I figured it would be. All right, so this one, super flippy, should be super flippy by the numbers. I'm gonna try to release it exactly like I did that Rhythm and see what happens. Oh, that may be the one. That may be the one. That was almost exactly what I wanted it to do. Okay, so here is this Trance, super freaking cool. So I have a disc in my bag. It is a Servo, which is like a slightly more stable Crave. Love the Servo, but if this disc, I've seen one review on this disc and it was supposed to be more stable than what it is. And if this flies anything like my Servo, this is probably replacing it, because it has this really cool, it reminds me of a Pyro. It has like a really pronounced little underside of the disc here. I don't know, feels kind of like a Pyro. We'll see what happens. Okay, that is way, okay. Wow. I'm anxious to see what that one flies like straight. Here's this Vanish. See what happens here. Hey, that was quite a bit of hyzer, and that thing flipped. That Vanish may be going in the bag, and the Virus may be going in the bag. Mainly because I don't have a flippier fast speed disc, like an 11-speed. So, I'll go get them, we'll be right back. So I'm back with the discs. So, the Insanity, unfortunately, is gonna be out. Don't get me wrong, I love the Insanity. It's just not what I'm looking for in this video. This Rhythm's probably not gonna make the cut. It, to me, flies almost just like my Crave, and so I'm gonna go ahead and say X-nay on it. I think this Virus is more what I'm looking for. This thing is pretty understable. I put that on a lot of hyzer. We got the lawn mowing man back behind us. We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, we're back, and I'm not sure exactly where I left off, so we're gonna just go again. So the Virus, I think, is exactly what I'm looking for. I put that on a lot of hyzer, and it flipped up, and it wanted to turn. It did hit a little bit of a tree, but it did almost like exactly what I wanted it to do. If I have a hole that pushes straight for a minute and then goes to the right, probably gonna grab this one. And Also, if I have a hole where there's out of bounds on the left and I want to stay away from it, hyzer flip this thing and just trust it and know that it's not gonna finish too hard. This one surprised me. I think this is gonna be a great disc for distance because it holds that turn. So we're gonna throw it again. And then this disc definitely is way more stable than the numbers suggest. I wanna say this is like close to an Essence. If you throw Discmania stuff, I think it's like a 8.5 -2.1 or something like that. It doesn't fly like that. I would say I have a pretty fast arm, not like record-breaking fast, but I'm approaching 500 foot in distance, and this is definitely more stable than what the numbers suggest. So, throw them all again. This one I'm gonna release flat, see how it does. I'm anxious to see. I'm just gonna compare. Here's my servo. I throw my servo flat, and then I'm gonna throw this flat and see what happens. So it has a little bit of turn, and okay, that's what a servo does. All right, same thing here. I pulled that. Okay, that's definitely flippier than the servo. I yanked on that, but that flipped way more than the servo. With the Virus again. Here we go. Yeah, that thing is, that was higher. That thing is super flippy, which may be exactly what I want. And here's the Vanish. I'm gonna try to get some distance out of this. I'm gonna put it on not as quite as much hyzer. See what happens. Oh my gosh, dude. That actually may be the disc. I don't know. I'll be back. Let me go get them. All right, so I'm back. So I know this is an Axiom video, and I threw a servo, which is MVP, but if you're looking for something slightly more stable than a Crave, servo is a great option because it feels almost exactly like a Crave. If you release it flat, it's gonna get a little bit of turn, and it's gonna finish harder than a Crave. So it's so hard for me to take this disc out of my bag because it flies so good. I was hoping that this disc would fly like it. One, because this disc to me is more pretty, and it feels similar to a Pyro, and I love the way the Pyro feels. But we're gonna throw it again. Virus may actually be too flippy. Vanish may be what I'm looking for. Still indecisive. I'm gonna throw them all one more time. This one I'm gonna put on just a touch of hyzer and see if it flips up and keeps pushing straight. Because if it does, that's basically like what my Crave does. So we'll try this one first. A little bit of baby hyzer. Here we go. Okay, I didn't turn it off. I can't figure that disc out. Okay, I put on a bunch of baby hyzer, stayed on a hyzer. Put on a little bit of anhyzer, stayed on an anhyzer. So maybe it just stays whatever angle you put it on. Virus, lots of hyzer. Here we go. Yeah, that may be. This may be too flippy. I think it is. I think it's too flippy. Okay. That first throw I must have put like on a crazy amount of hyzer because that first throw was very promising. Every throw since then I've flipped it, turned it over. Vanish, here we go. Yeah, I think that one's gonna be the one. Yeah. I think that one's gonna be the one. I think Vanish is the one. I think that's what I'm gonna stick with. Be sure to comment down below and let me know if you want to see me throw anything, or if you have any good options that I didn't throw in this video that you feel like are good understable fairway drivers or drivers that Axiom or MVP make. And I'll check them out. And until I catch you in the next one, be sure to subscribe. Go in peace. Be blessed.